As for the dynamic, I don't know. Like I'm really curious to see how this is going to play out because I'd like to give it a year or two and let's see where we're at. But where I do think it's interesting is the thought that ran through a lot of people's mind, Chris, when Pierre McGuire was brought in. The thought was that's Pierre Dorion's replacement. Like Eugene Melnick is hiring Pierre Dorion's replacement. Pierre's got 1 year left on his deal. And look, I asked the question to Pierre Dorion in his press conference where they hired Pierre McGuire. I know he didn't appreciate the question. I felt it had to be asked because I think that part of our job, unfortunately, is ask the questions that your readers or your audience want asked. And I do think it was a legitimate question to ask. Was your replacement just hired, or how do you feel about that? Like, and he gave me a good answer. I could tell he didn't appreciate the question, but he answered it. And then in late August, early September, they gave Pierre Dorion a contract extension. So it was kind of like, hey, remember that storyline that you tried to drum up that Pierre McGuire was my replacement? Well, guess what? That story has evaporated. So I'm curious to see how will the dynamic play itself out, and I think that's going to be one of the interesting things to watch unfold here in the season for Ottawa.